You know, to be fair, 101 Dalmatians, 102 Dalmatians, Glenn Close Dalmatians, whatever you want to call it.
Glenn Close Dalmatians. Welcome back to Eye to Eye, the place where we talk about anything and everything Disney. My name is Kyle.
And my name is Jessica. And before we get started tonight, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel, turning on that notification bell, and liking this video if you enjoy its content.
And if you enjoy our content on this channel, we ask that you support it. You can check out the Powerline, which is our channel membership program. You can find the links for that in the description, but also up above in the video if you want to check out what you get for being a member of the Powerline. I'm trying to do like fancy things now. It didn't work all that well. Anyway, this is a spoiler-free movie review. 3 reasons to watch for the movie
Cruella!
Deville, Cruella Deville.
Well, actually, it's just Cruella, but...
Technically, that's spoiler territory there, Jessica. We can't get into...
How is that spoiler?
I'm
just saying the name of the movie. Also, I didn't have a red shirt, so we're going with Pizza Planet. It's the most red I've got.
Would it be rude if I sang throughout the whole thing?
It would be super rude. And also, not a spoiler, that's not really in the movie till the very end.
That's kind of a spoiler, Jessica.
That's definitely not a spoiler.
That has
nothing to do with the plot.
So did you just reveal something that actually happened in the film?
Yeah, just like we're going to reveal that the main character's name is Cruella.
Okay, fair point. I think it was borderline whether it was a spoiler or not. But there are things
Well,
that
I'm
we're
sorry
not
if y'all
discuss.
feel like that was a spoiler. You can, at me in the comments.
You got to give them your to at you.
Well, good luck.
All right, so here's the drill. If you haven't watched one of our spoiler-free 3 reasons to watch, obviously we give you 3 reasons to go watch, but also one that you may not like the film as well. Full disclosure, we watched this one in theaters, not on the Disney Premier Access, I think is what it's called. You have that option to do so if you're not comfortable going to theaters yet, but I would highly recommend this might be one that you probably want to go see in theaters because I think it plays well in the theater.
It was an awesome theater experience. Yeah.
Personally, I think it will. And that's not really even one that's a bonus reason to watch this movie. Go watch this movie in theaters.
Okay, Horace.
Horace? How am I Horace?
Well, you're getting a little angsty.
All right, well, let's talk about our 3 reasons. What's our reason number 1?
Number 1, Emma Stone. Hello, of course. Yeah. So Emma Stone, I think, she far exceeded my expectations. I knew she would do a good job at being Cruella.
And I'm shocked at that because you're a huge Emma Stone fan.
I am.
You made me watch La La Land.
I was going to say, she's always kind of typecast in a very specific role. You know, she's always like, La La Land, Easy A, you know, just the witty, funny.
Can I? How is it typecasting when you compare La La Land to Easy A?
Because her personality in La La Land, she's witty and funny. I mean, yeah, she sings a little more in La La Land, dances, but she's still that very similar personality. Cruella is extremely different.
It is very different for her, and personally, I didn't really foresee her being able to pull off the villainous, aspect of everything. That not I shouldn't say well because she's a great actress, but I didn't know that it would translate in her skill set as much.
I think this really proved how much of a great actress she is. This really kind of defied.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we already know that she's a great singer and dancer as well from La La Land. Obviously, she's not, I'm not a Lady Gaga fan, but she's not a Lady Gaga out there singing. But, she has the ability to go out there and sing and dance, perform on a film, and does that a little bit here as well. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a spoiler territory because you see some of that in the trailers and stuff like that. So, obviously, if you are an Emma Stone fan, you get plenty of good Emma Stone stuff in this film. Here's reason number 2 that you should watch this film is a plot twist, and one we didn't see coming personally. Did you, admittedly, at the beginning of the film, obviously we're not talking about in specifics, but did you kind of feel like, well, they're making this so obvious at the beginning?
I didn't feel like it was making anything obvious because you don't know what direction the movie is going because none of us know the story of Cruella. To be fair, 101 Dalmatians, 102 Dalmatians, Glenn Close Dalmatians, whatever you want to call it.
Glenn Close Dalmatians.
I'm just saying, you really don't know anything about Cruella.
Right.
So I had no idea which direction this movie was going. So
It's not
I wasn't surprised because I didn't know anything.
It's not that I knew the direction it was going. I just kind of thought I figured out the whole angle of the film.
You always think that. Kyle's like, oh, I got this.
And they got me this time.
Good.
Like, I guess they made it so obvious at the beginning that they stopped you from like trying to figure it out and just watch the movie. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hello, plot twist here. Yep. Obviously at the climax of the film, and things got really, really real. And I quite enjoyed it personally because it was refreshing to go to a movie and be surprised.
And it was a plot twist that, regardless of your age, I know this is a Disney film that's rated PG-13.
Right.
But let's talk about, it's not a plot twist that is terrifying or, scary or anything like that to where younger kids, maybe not 13, maybe 10, 11, 12, would be petrified.
Well, petrified, no. But there's a little bit of... I can't talk about it here. You'll have to watch our spoiler
I'm specifically talking about the plot twist.
I am as well. I'll bring that up on the spoiler for the review. By the way...
We must not have seen the same movie.
By the way, we will do a spoiler review on our exclusive Eye to Eye Reviews channel. So we'll put a link for that in the description and up above as well if you want to go check that channel out. And that's where you're going to find that video too. So there's a great plug for that channel as well. Now, let's talk about our last reason to watch this film.
So obviously I'm a comedy junkie. That's always my favorite part of movies. Horace and Jasper in this film were perfect. Mm-hmm. I think they were actually better. I mean, they looked what I expected them to look like.
Jasper's tall and lanky, and smart then one.
Horace is a little bit stockier,
right.
A little bit shorter. But I think the way that these actors did those characters were just absolutely perfect. It was really funny, but they still, without them, the movie would not have been what it was. Like, honestly, you couldn't remove Horace and Jasper from the movie.
And you could have probably removed Horace and Jasper from the original 101 Dalmatians. Yes. And, like, it would be missing something, but it wouldn't miss anything integral. Here, it really does.
Here, really, you couldn't go on.
And they did a good job of fleshing out, obviously, Cruella, but these two guys as well that you don't know a lot about, and all you know is the evil side of them. And there is we'll call it quote-unquote evil side to them still in this, but you get that the whole point of retelling these stories and letting you know an origin story of a Cruella and henchmen is to kind of see the other side of the story you never were told before.
Yeah.
It kind of sets up things for the future as well. Will they continue to tell the whole 101 Dalmatians tale? We don't know. They set some things up potentially.
They definitely did.
Obviously, it's leading all towards a certain point, so it's kind of like if they want to do it, the door is wide open.
But maybe they redo 101 Dalmatians again.
Maybe they do it again. Although Glenn Close was great in that. So.
Yeah, but well, that's true.
That's true. I mean, obviously, there's some,
I don't know.
There's some things changed. That
there's like 800 Spider-Mans.
That's true as well.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, the multiverse of Disney movies. All right, very quickly, our one reason that you may not like this film, and this one's actually, we're very surprised how much we like this film, and this is almost not petty, but just something to be aware of. There's actually, and I think I'm saying this right, an epilepsy warning at the beginning of this. There's a lot of strobe lights.
A seizure warning,
excuse me. Risk in this film because of certain scenes, and not just I thought it was going to be one scene.
Yeah, it was a lot of strobe lights for a long period of time, to the point I don't have any medical issues.
Me either.
But it did, to the point, almost give me a headache just because the lights were flashing for such a long period of time. So just be aware.
I will say it was necessary to the plot for that to be happening, but I thought it kind of went a little bit overboard.
I was going to say, maybe a little too long. I agree. It really added to the emphasis of those scenes, but maybe it just went on a little too long. Because even when we were purchasing our tickets, it said, seizure warning. If you're prone to seizures, you need to not see this film. There were all kinds of warnings before you walked into the theater. So I'm sure people will be well aware, but just... It's a little unnecessary.
So if you're watching this at home on Premiere Access, probably less of an issue for you, unless you have a giant home theater. But then you might be experiencing what we experienced in the theaters.
We aren't that lucky.
Despite all that, it was still worth it. And that's really our biggest gripe with the film, because I think, really enjoyed it. Speaking of which, now we got to rate it on a scale of 1 to 5 on rewatchability. How likely are you to rewatch Cruella?
4. Solid 4 out of 5. My family is going to see it on Friday, and I am actually so jealous that I can't go back with them. So I give it a solid 4.
This is one of the first movies in quite some time, other than obviously a Marvel film, that I found myself, I will rewatch this. That's a 5. It's absolutely a 5. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is like, the groundbreaking film that Disney's ever done. It is not, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. Just like with like a Maleficent type of feel, where it wasn't exactly my type of movie normally, but I enjoyed the heck out of it.
And the pace of it is really good.
Yep.
You're never bored, but it doesn't feel rushed. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. The pacing of the movie is really good.
Absolutely. So those are our 3 reasons to watch, and our 1 reason that you may not like the film overall. Now we want to know from you, what do you think about Cruella if you have seen it? Now keep those spoiler free, please, in the not the description, but the comment section down below. And if you haven't seen it yet, let us know what's holding you back. Is it just time, money, all that kind of stuff? Let us know when you're gonna see that as well. What else should they do?
Like I said before, if you're not subscribed to our channel, we'd love for you to join us. So please consider subscribing, turning on that notification bell, and liking this video if you enjoy the content.
And as final reminders, we will have a playlist available for you here if you want to watch some more spoiler-free reviews from us here on this channel. And also go check out i2i Reviews, which is our spoiler-full channel of all content reviews, movies, series, all that kind of stuff. Until we assemble again,
May the Force be with you.
and we'll see you real soon.
Bye.